Hey, I'm Triyogi, and here is a yoga flow for confidence. So find yourself in a kneeling position and bring your hands to touch at your heart space in Anjali Mudra. Soften your shoulders down the back and find a gentle lift through the crown of your head so the spine is nice and long. Feel a grounding through your foundations, so the parts of you that are in contact with the mat, the floor, representing the earth. And then take your attention to your breath. Notice how the breath is rising and falling. Take a moment to tune in with your natural rhythm and your deep inner wisdom that resides in you, that unique knowledge, understanding, and light. And then start to lengthen your breath. So allow long, smooth breaths of oxygen to roll in, and with your exhale, roll back out, sense of relaxation. Breathe with your own rhythm, inhaling and exhaling to the pace of your body, your mind. Allow your breaths to fill you up with oxygen, energy, and confidence. And with your exhales, allow them to just really relax and ground you, connect to this earth energy. Inhale, fill up your torso, fill up your lungs like a balloon. Exhale, release fully. Inhaling confidence, drive, ability. Exhaling acceptance. Inhaling confidence, drive, ability. Exhaling acceptance. Inhale, confidence, drive, ability. Exhale, acceptance. Continue to breathe in this way. I'm going to use a quote by Christopher Robin. So just allow the words to absorb into your being as you sit there and breathe. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. One more deep breath here. And then take your right hand beside you and behind you, so just sort of next to your right hip. Press the fingertips into the earth and lift up through the left arm. Nice stretch through the left side body. Relax your shoulders. Bring a gentle smile to your lips. Great. Then take your left arm down to the floor beside and behind you and raise your right arm. Deep breath. Neck in line with the rest of your spine. Great. Then take both hands beside and behind you. Keep the chin tucked and press the hips forward. So just see how far your hips want to go forwards at the moment. Open through your front body and take it easy. Deep breath in baby camel. Nice. Then gently sit back against your knees, and we're going to find our way into tabletop position. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread your fingers. Feel that connection to the earth, that grounding through your palms. Feeling solid, secure, you have everything you need. We're going to inhale, drop the belly button and broaden through your collarbones. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest. Inhale to lift into your cow position. Open your heart to the universe. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale to open, round. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone and really push your hands into the floor to broaden through your upper back and shoulders. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. And then I invite you to take the next few breaths to work into your wild cat. So take any movement that feels good, that feels juicy, intuitively moving with your own breath. So that might be barrel rolling the ribs in one direction and then the other, or maybe moving more dynamically around the wrists and the knees. I really invite you to close your eyes and tune in with your body and what it needs from your practice today. Any areas that are tight or maybe feel like you're holding on, just let that go. Take the breath and movement there. Any stuck fascia or stuck energy. Take this time to hear your wisdom and that intuition of your body. Great. And then a few more breaths as we come back into our tabletop position. So make your way there. And when you get there, press the hands into the floor and draw your belly button in towards the spine. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Extend the left leg away from you, toe on the floor. And here we're just going to pulse backwards and forwards. So gentle pulsing movements into that left calf and the back of the leg. And then come back to stillness and raise that left leg up. So the heel and the hip are in one long line. Raise the right arm alongside your right ear. So now the fingertips and the heels are in one long line, and draw your belly in towards your spine. Press that standing hand into the mat. So nice integrity in your body. Take an in-breath here. And with an exhale, bring your knee to your elbow, round the spine. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, gather your energy. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, shoot your energy. Exhale, gather energy from your center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, center. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Great. Come back to your extended position and then bend your top knee. And if it's there for you, sweep the right hand round to the foot and press the foot into the hand. If you can't reach the foot, that's fine. Just keep this position as you work on opening through the shoulders, the hips and the spine. So deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, really press that foot into the hand. Lovely. And then release the hand and the foot and take your wild cat or cat-cow, whichever feels good here. 3 breaths. Lovely. Come back to all fours, find your center. Step the right foot back, toe on the floor and gently pulse into the leg. So think about your heel reaching backwards, toes gathering friction on the earth, on the floor. Nice. And then find stillness and lift your right leg up. Lift the left arm up alongside the left ear and draw the belly in. Press the standing hand into the mat. Feel integrity through your whole body. Inhale and exhale, knee to elbow around the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, shoot your energy into the universe. Exhale, gather it up from your center. Inhale, strength. Exhale, gather. Inhale one more time. Exhale. Then inhale, reach the arms up, bend that back knee and take the foot in the hand. Press the hand into the foot if it's there for you. If not, just make the shape. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Great. And release the hand, release the foot. Take your wild cat, cat-cow, articulate through your vertebrae. Great. And then come back into your all fours. And we're going to walk the hands out in front so the arms are straight. And lower the chest down towards the mat. Bring the forehead to the floor. So you can have your hips directly over your knees here. If that's too much on your back, you can sit the hips back towards more of a child's pose. But find your kind of comfortable place here where you feel an opening through your upper back, your shoulders, your armpits and your chest. And if it's okay on your neck, you can bring your chin to the floor. But if there's any discomfort in your cervical spine there, then just bring the forehead to the floor. Deep breath. Lovely. And then with your next inhale, come up onto the hands, bring the elbows off the floor, walk the hands backwards. Tuck your toes and push your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Okay, take a few breaths in down dog. Spread your fingers, place the knuckles down into the mat and externally rotate your upper arms, bend the knees nice and deep to create a sense of space between each vertebra. Really lengthen from the crown of your head to your tailbone. If you want to straighten the legs out, then go for it. Just make sure there's no compromising of that length in your spine. Deep breath. With your next inhale, raise the right leg up and back. Keep the toes pointing down towards the floor for a moment as you stretch into the standing leg. Hips nice and level. And then bend your right knee and pop the right hip on top of the left. So think about your knee drawing up towards the sky and your toes towards your left wrist. Great. Then come back to level. Bring the knee in towards the chest and hover, shoulders over the wrists. Slide onto the side of your back foot and shoot the right leg underneath to the left-hand side. Option to open your left arm up here. An option to place the toes on the floor for support if you want to. Deep breath. Nice. Exhale, take the left hand down to the mat. Shoot the right leg back up. And then bend that right leg. We're going to slide over onto the side of our back foot and place the right foot behind. And then open the hips up only so far as feels okay here. Maybe have a little twirl of your wrist. So this can be quite a gentle, wild thing at this stage. Nice. And then swivel back to your three-legged dog. And with an exhale, take the right foot through the hands. Swivel the back foot and come into warrior two. So the back foot is in line with the short edge of your mat. front foot facing forwards. Roll the shoulders away from the ears and give your upper body a bit of a shake, a shimmy to loosen any sort of stuck tension there. Gaze over your front middle finger. Strengthen the legs and the lower body. Find your power in your warrior two. That drushti over the front middle finger, that line of focus and insight. Nice. Then lengthen your front leg. Keep a micro bend in the knees, shuffle the body forwards until you meet that sticking point, and then bring the arms into a vertical position for Trikonasana, maintaining length in your underside. Gaze up at your top fingers if it's okay. If not, you can look down at your foot. Any discomfort on your neck, just look down. Deep breath, feel your energy through your palms, that line of energy. Next inhale, float back up, bend the front knee, take the back hand down the back of the leg and reverse your warrior. Just roll the shoulders away from the ears, keep the front knee nice and bent, avoid weight in the back knee. Float back up, take the forearm to your front thigh and the left arm shooting forwards over your left ear. Great. From here, option to bring your hand down to the floor in front of you, or find a block to go under your hand, or if it's there for you today, you can take your bind. So open up through that left shoulder, roll the ribs up towards the sky. Deep breath. Great. If you're in your bind, or even if you're not in your bind, we're going to step the back foot forwards, come to the toe. So if you're not in a bind, you can take this from here, a bind from standing. So bend your right knee, take your right hand underneath, and then bend the arm up towards your sacrum. Left arm comes down to meet your right. And if it doesn't meet, you can grab a piece of your clothing. Okay, so from here, we're going to really ground into that standing foot and see if we can come up to standing and really just have a play with this, guys. If it's not there for you, come in and out of it. That's the journey. And we might have it one day and we might not have it another day. Gently find your way back out. If you were in Bird of Paradise, plant the right foot and step the left foot back for your bind. And then unravel, come to warrior two. Windmill the hands down to the floor and step back into plank position. From plank, we're going to power up through the third chakra, through the core. So Manipura is our chakra for energy, drive, motivation and confidence. So lengthen through the crown of your head, engage the legs, engage your belly. Press the hands into the floor. Take 3 deep breaths here. Great. And then with your next exhale, drop the knees towards the floor and hug the elbows in towards the chest. Bring the chin and chest low. Inhale into a low cobra. If it's okay on your spine and there's no discomfort, press into the hands and come high. Your choice. Exhale, peel down, tuck your toes, push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Deep breath here. This is your gas station, so make it comfortable. It might take a little while to find your comfort in down dog, but when you've got it, you can really kind of call it home. Relax the head and the neck. With your next inhale, raise your left leg up and back. Keep the toes pointing down towards the floor. Hips level. Find that nice stretch through your standing leg. And then bend your top knee and stack the hips. Stretch through that left hip flexor. See if you can keep the shoulders level to the mat. Then bring the hips back through level. Draw the knee in towards the chest and the shoulders over the wrist. Roll over to the side of your back foot and shoot the left foot out to the right hand side. So underneath the body, press that left hand into the mat. Deep breath. Great. Then bring the right hand back. Swivel up into your three-legged dog. And then bring your left foot behind the body and open into a variation of Wild Thing. If you've got your knees bent here, that's totally fine. If you want to straighten the legs and push the hips up, go for it. But only if there's space in your spine, in your back. Just take it easy. Nice. And then roll back through three-legged dog. And take the left foot through the hands. Swivel the back foot. Warrior two. Deep breaths. Find your energy, your power charge up. Compassionate warrior. Think about your sternum being directly over your pelvis. If you find you're leaning forwards or backwards, just bring it back into alignment. Bend in that front knee. Ground through the outer edge of your back foot. Lovely. Then lengthen your front knee. Keep a micro bend in the knees. Shuffle forwards and bring the arms into Trikonasana. If you find you're leaning forwards or backwards, just bring the arms a bit higher. Imagine you're between two panes of glass. Lovely. Next inhale, float back up through your warrior two. Nice. Take the back hand down the back of the leg and reverse your warrior. Gaze up under that left shoulder. Float back up through warrior two. Take your forearm to your thigh, extended warrior. So here I really want you to think about opening this shoulder and the ribs and the hip up towards the ceiling and press the left arm into the thigh so that you've got space between your left shoulder and your ear. Lovely. And then option to take the hand down in front of your left foot or find a block. And if you'd like to take your bind, then bring your right hand past your sacrum and either grab your clothing or your hands. Deep breaths. Lovely. Gaze down at your foot and we're going to step the back foot forwards. Wherever you are, you know, if you're not in a bind, then just come up and find that bend in your left leg. Left arm comes under, right arm up and past the sacrum. And again, no judgment, just have a play with it. Find your power in experimentation of your own body and that journey that is yours and yours alone. So press the right foot into the floor. And then see if you can play with rising up through bird of paradise. So open the chest. See if you can broaden through those collarbones like we did in cat-cow. And then maybe lengthen that left leg. And then come down when you're ready. See if you can come down through your warrior two bind. Unravel, sweep back up, warrior two, feel your body, And windmill the hands down to the mat, step back, plank position. So this time in plank, we're going to take my favourite hip dips. So drop the hips down to one side, roll them up through centre like a rainbow and down to the other. So you're really sweeping the hips up and around, working into your obliques and powering up that core, the confidence in you, in your core being. Great. And then come back through centre and come down either knees, chest, chin like we did before, or body in one long line, chaturanga. Inhale into low cobra, high cobra, or up dog if you'd like to. Exhale, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breaths in your down dog. And charge up the body. Nice. Then everyone come onto your tiptoes, bring the shoulders over the wrists, drop the knees towards the mat. Exhale, push the hips up and back. Down dog. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, drop the knees. Down dog. Inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to roll your body like a wave. Exhale, push up and back, down dog. Lovely. Raise your right leg up and back. Bend your right knee and pop your hip on top of your left. And then sweep it back through centre in towards your chest and kick it out to the left-hand side. Fallen triangle, deep breath. Lovely. Unravel, swivel that right leg up high and then sweep it over to the other side to push the hips up. And maybe this time you want to find a deeper wild thing, but again, just go easy. You know, it's always nice to twizzle the wrists if they're feeling tender. Give them a little shake out whenever you need. Swivel back through your three-legged dog. And then take your right knee behind your right wrist and extend the left leg behind you. Any discomfort on your knees, you can take this on your back in figure 4 position. So it targets the same area. So do you. If you want to, here in pigeon, you can fold down maybe onto your forearms or to your belly. Or stay on your hands, whichever works best. Deep breaths. See if you can keep the hips level. Close the eyes and release any remaining tension, trauma, stress. Anything you don't need, just let it go. With your next inhale, gently bring the body back up. Tuck your back toe. Shoot the right leg up and back. And then bring the right leg next to the left. We'll take it to the other side. Raise your left leg up and back. Bend your left knee. Pop the hip on top of the right. Deep breath. Great. Then bring it back through level. Draw it into the chest and shoot it out to the side. See if you can stack this arm and keep a little micro bend in your elbow, especially if you're prone to hyperextension. Lovely. Sweep back up into three-legged dog and then bend the left knee back towards the right and open the body into your wild thing or wild thing variation. Deep breath. Open your heart and your power to the world. Great. And then sweep back through three-legged dog and draw that left knee behind the left wrist. Leg can cross the mat. Extend the right knee away from you. The right leg away from you. Again, maybe figure 4 on this side. Sometimes our knees, we have different issues with different knees. So listen to your body. Maybe fold down over your leg if you're in pigeon. You can put a block under your left hip to level the hips out a bit if you find you're really kind of one-sided. Can be nice. Again, just soften into the present moment. Connect with your power, your unique and innate wisdom, and that light inside you that shines brightly. Great. And gently peel back up through your pigeon. And we're going to swing the back leg around and bring it over your left leg. So you can have your left leg extended here, or you can bend it and have your foot next to your opposite hip. Right leg comes over the left sole of the foot on the floor. Raise the arms up. And then take your right elbow across your left thigh, and the right hand comes behind your body. Think of your right hand like a second spine. So you allow it to help lift through the crown of your head and really feel your body in space here. Proud and strong. Gaze over your right shoulder. Lift on the inhale. And maybe twist on the exhale. Lovely, unravel, come back through center. We're going to lengthen the left leg out. Bring the right foot to the same side as your right hip, so you've got the knee bent, and about a fist distance between your thigh and your foot. Take your right arm forwards if you can reach towards your toes, doesn't matter if they don't touch, and then hook your shoulder on the inside of your knee and maybe sweep that arm around you. Take the left arm behind. Maybe you find your fingers or maybe you don't. Maybe you can use a strap here or grab your clothing or just work towards that opening. Think about your spine being long, your collarbones open, and your body leaning forwards, left foot flexed. Deep breath. Lovely, then release. And we're going to come to the other side. So bring the left foot over the right, extend the right leg out. Maybe then take your right foot towards your opposite hip, bend the knee. But again, your choice, you can keep it outstretched. Raise the arms up. Exhale, right hand to your opposite thigh, elbow to your opposite thigh. Press the hand into the floor behind you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. If this feels too much, then you can hug your knee, which is also a really nice variation. Deep breaths. Inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to twist. Deep, long breaths. And then float back through center. And we're going to extend the right leg, flex the foot, left foot comes on the same side. as your leg, and then bring the foot and the thigh a fist distance away from each other, okay? So then bring your left arm and lean it forwards towards your toe, your right toes, and then hook the shoulder by the knee. Bend your elbow behind you, so you're kind of reaching for your hip, and then sweep this right arm around to meet it. Again, maybe you find the bind, maybe you don't. No worries, no stress. Another thing just to play with in opening through your front body, finding space in the hips and the heart. Deep breaths. Great, then gently release the arms. We're going to come to a camel before we finish our practice today. So come to your knees, bring the knees directly under the hips. And we're going to, so option to take the camel variation that we did at the beginning, which was this. And you can tuck the chin or drop the chin, your choice. Or come into camel with the toes tucked underneath you, and you can take your hands to your sacrum, fingers pointing down, and just work on pressing the pelvis forwards and opening through the sternum up towards the ceiling and in front of you. So that kind of real length and opening through the front body. Draw the shoulder blades together behind the back. Or if you're okay and you want to come into a deeper variation of camel, then bring your hands to your heels. Again, think about pressing the front body forwards, internally rotating your thighs. And if you want to, you can drop the neck. If there's no neck issues, find your power here. Great, and then to come out, engage your core and your thighs and kind of lean forwards with your thighs as you bring your body up. So really engage that core, and then sit back on your knees, how we started in hero pose. Allow the spine to neutralize. Soften your shoulders down your back. Bring your hands to your heart space and close the eyes. So palms touching in Anjali Mudra. And come to your breath. Take long, smooth breaths, filling up your lungs from the very base all the way up to the highest chambers of your lungs. And exhaling, roll that breath out again. Help to stabilize your body and mind, and re-neutralize your system. Feel your body. And send yourself all the love, confidence, and respect. How capable and powerful you are. And then bow your head to your hands. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me in our little confidence flow. I hope you feel good. If you're feeling achy or stiff at all, then go, take a shower, stretch it out. You can, what I always really love is a bath with salts. And that's also a really nice way to send yourself some love as well. So if you get a chance to do any of those things, then do it. Come back to the breath anytime you want. Find that centering and listen to your inner wisdom always. Okay, lots of love. I'll see you on the mat soon.